power from each other and establish themselves as the world's dominant superpower. To the Jews, God's promised land, the land that the Romans would eventually call Palestine because of the Philistines who lived there, that land was an island of God's promise in the middle of this violent Gentile sea. To the Jews, the sea was the Gentiles. I'll show you what I mean. Listen to this passage from Psalm 144 where David is praying, and he says in verse 7, "Stretch out your hand from above, rescue me, and deliver me out of great waters from the hand of foreigners." So the great waters are the troublesome foreigners that surround the land of promise. Here's another example now from the book of Isaiah chapter 17, where it says, "Woe to the multitude of many people who make a noise like the roar of the seas, and to the rushing of nations that make a rushing like the rushing of mighty waters." What Daniel is witnessing in Daniel chapter 7 is a series of Gentile nations coming up on the shores of God's promised land, and they're about to dominate the children of Abraham. And the reason this is allowed to happen is because way back when, after God established the Israelites in the land of promise, they started wishing they could be like the other nations, like the Gentiles, to the point where they actually demanded a human king. Now that was not part of God's original design. What he